Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Connery Rink for second season. This is state tournament time. Division I, St. Mary's Lady Spartans taking on the Framingham Lady Flyers, and we just had an auspicious debut to the state tournament. Everybody got ready for the playing of the national anthem. It didn't come across when they turned it on, so both of the girls' teams sang the anthem. It was quite a sight here at Connery Rink. We've never had that before. And you know it's important now because we have 3 officials, not 2. St. Mary's the number 2 seed, 17-3-2. Framingham is the number 31 seed, 8-7-5. The winner moves on. The loser gets ready for softball, track. Seniors moving on. Mackenzie Clark in net for Framingham. Avery Seco for St. Mary's. Toomey walking in, had it knocked off her stick. Kept in at the blue line. Toomey couldn't get around. St. Mary's keeping it in. Framingham is a very young team. St. Mary's is too, but Framingham is really young. They only have 2 seniors. Down deep. Dingle sends it around. Skated out. St. Mary's dumps in. He'll change up quickly. Goes through. They tried to get a pass to Parsons. It went off the boards, went pounder. It deflected all the way in, and Clark had to make the save. It was dead center, rolling in. It's an easy save, but she had to make the save. Face off to the left of Clark. He skips past Driscoll. She'll hustle back and get it. Parsons takes it over the line. Framingham knocks it back. St. Mary's knocks it back in the zone. Framingham takes it to the St. Mary's end. Rolls right in front. St. Mary's knocks it away. Looking for a break. Getting there first was Grace Catella. Parsons almost had a breakaway. Parsons keeps it in. St. Mary's changing up. Driscoll keeps it in. Kept in at the point. Kept in at the point again. The shot goes wide. Knocked away. We got an offside. It bounced off a St. Mary's player inside the blue line. Face off outside the Framingham blue line. Duchette had it, knocked away, gets it back in the corner. Framingham skating it out, dumped it out to center right. There was going to be icing, but the official said it got tipped. Then here he's walking in, right across the crease. Nobody could get a stick on it. St. Mary's keeps it in. Shot from long range, deflects behind the net. Hinkle kept it in. Framingham looking to skate it out. They jump it out. This is going to be icing. So both teams will change up. They'll bring the faceoff back in the Framingham end to the right of Mackenzie Kwok. Pretty good crowd here for this one. A little bit of a trip from Framingham. Knocked out. Hustling is Denny. Sends it around. Knocked out to center right. St. Mary's at a break. 2-on-1 for the moment. They got blocked by the Framingham defense. They try to get across the Parsons. Driscoll with it. Around looking for Parsons. Dumped it across looking for Norton. Too far ahead. Loose puck. Norton knocks it away. She'll go get it. Keeping it in behind the net. Parsons checking. Kept in the zone by Denning. Bodies go down. Framingham trying to clear it out. They dump it. This will be icing. Five minutes into this scoreless first period. Division I state tournament. Hard to believe we finished the regular season. Jewell looking for it. Hinkle kept it in. Chips by everybody. Framingham sends it all the way around. Trainer tried to keep it in. It got blocked. He gets it back and knocks it back in the Framingham zone. Broken up nicely. On the post check by Bouchette. Framingham with it. Bodies go down as they're taking in the St. Mary's zone. Can't get the shot off. Bodies still down. Taken away, looking to walk in. Toomey broken up, looking to get it back. Pile up in the corner with bodies. St. Mary's keeps it in. Bristol shot got blocked. It winds up behind the net. Shot off the pad. And a nice save off the rebound. We got a pile up out in front. Bouchette got the first shot. Kwok made the save, left it there for Toomey. And another big save by Kwok. St. Mary's almost got the lead there. Yeah, we got I don't know if we had a penalty or not. Referee skated out. I think they're saying the goal. I think they're saying the puck went in. They're giving credit to St. Mary's for the goal. We'll have to find out who got it. St. Mary's grabs a 1-0 lead. Framingham thought it was a save. There was going to be a face-off in the Framingham end. Instead, went to center ice and St. Mary's got a 1-0 lead. Kept in nicely by Dinkle. Norton got broken up. Penny couldn't keep it in. Norton keeps it in. Trying to walk in, takes the shot, it got blocked. Framingham will skate it out. St. Mary's got an unexpected goal. Jewel broken up. Emily Hudson breaking up the play as Framingham changes up. Penny knocks it in the zone. St. Mary's will change up. Halfway through and counting this first period. That was kind of a surprise. St. Mary's 1-0. Chico made the save off the long-range shot by Grace Catella. Taken away by Fitzgerald. She dumps it in the zone. St. Mary's will change up. It's a doubleheader. The boys will be opening up. Taking on Bishop Ian. Doucette winds up with it. Looking to walk in. Circles the net. Shot. It got tipped. It was laying right next to an open net. Framingham just got a piece of it and knocked it away. We got a penalty coming up. I think it's going to be against St. Mary's. So the Flyers of Framingham will have a power play. Trailing 1-0 to St. Mary's. St. Mary's wins, they'll be right back here. They're number 2 in Division 1. And congratulations to Frank Pagluco and his great ladies. They won the Catholic Central League. St. Mary's will clear it out. Bristol and Dinkle back at the blue line. Dinkle clears it out. Norton and Toomey are the penalty killers. Norton gets it and ices it. Good job. Framingham changing up. Bodies go down in the corner. St. Mary's looking for a penalty. They don't get it. Framingham back in the zone. Broken up nicely by St. Mary's. They give it back. The shot blocked nicely by Dinkle. Shot blocked again by Jewel out to center ice. They carried it back in. They're offside. I said 55 seconds left on the man advantage for Framingham. Face off outside the St. Mary's blue line. Framingham winds up with the puck. Broken up. Broken up again. St. Mary's will ice it. Julian Studley pass off the stick. St. Mary's throws it right back in. Dinkle gets it, fires it back again. They're having a tough time getting started on this power play. And they're not getting started yet as they dump it right back in. Driscoll, that's going to do it. St. Mary's will get the man back. Both teams back at equal strength. A nice little poke check. Penny doing a nice job. Driscoll throws it right back in. Penny throws it back in. In the Framingham end most of this period. Picked off by Dingle. Her shot way up, sky high over the net. Kept in, deflected behind the net. Back to the point to Dingle. Her shot. They're calling it offside. Dingle picked it up, put it on net, but the puck just crossed the blue line. Jewel looking for the draw. Markowitz knocks it back in the Framingham zone again. Out in front, rolled across, nobody home to tip it in. Lead pass. Couldn't get the shot off. Got blocked. Still can't get the shot off. St. Mary's dumps it out. Dump in the zone, it rolls right to Kwok for the save. St. Mary's breaks it up. It rolls in. Just roll nice and easy for Seco to make the save. Framingham keeps it in. Bounces out to center ice. Toomey picked it off. Walking in, still walking in. Big save by Kwok. And now they score. Great rush by Katie Toomey. She went in, went around the defense, had to go to the backhand. Kwok made a great save initially. And then Toomey got it back and knocked it behind Kwok in the net, and it's 2-0 St. Mary's. Kwok has been very busy here in the first period. She's only a freshman. We mentioned a very young Framingham team with only 2 seniors. St. Mary's has grabbed the 2-0 lead. Framingham just hasn't been able to get going. The only thing even came close to Seco with just little rollers. Tip in the zone. Denning gets it. Tipped in. Parsons will track it down. Stays with it. Jordan got a shot up, but couldn't get a lot on it because they got a piece of her stick. Out to center ice, Driscoll with it. Skates it back in. Throws it behind the net. Pass. Picked off nicely by Shea. Drew keeps it alive. Lost it. Framingham clears it out. And we're going to get a penalty against St. Mary's. .109 left in the period. St. Mary's leading 2-0. The faceoff will be to the right of Avery Seco in net. Second penalty for St. Mary's. They killed the first one. Broken up. Tipped out. Good job by Toomey battling and getting out to center ice. But all the way around. St. Mary's knocks it out. Norton looking for a break, walking in. Norton scores. Short-handed goal. That's a tough goal to give up short-handed with 44 seconds left. She picked it off, went coast to coast, walked in alone, faked the forehand, drew it around, walked and knocked it behind her with the backhand. And St. Mary's has grabbed a 3-0 lead here in the first period. Offside St. Mary's. So a big period for the Spartans. Penalty still there. And Mary's still down a skater, but they were down a skater and they scored a goal with Norton with a very pretty run. St. Mary's dumps it back in. That'll just about do it for the period. Framingham won't have a chance to do anything. And now they really won't have a chance to do anything because that's going to do it. So a big first period by the Spartans. They get that crazy goal that looked like Kwok made the save, but they call it in the net and gave them a 1-goal lead. But they added 2 more on the last one. A very pretty breakaway by Norton. And St. Mary's is 2/3 of the way moving on. Or 1/3, I should say, of the way moving on. They won the first period. They lead Framingham 3-0 at the end of 1. I made it back. Thank God I got a good cameraman set up. I got stuck trying to get through a crowd. They gave the first goal to Annabelle Collins unassisted. Second one was Toomey unassisted. I thought Norton was unassisted, but they get an assist to Toomey, so she's got a goal and assist to me. Collins with the shot. Kwok had to make the save. She got the puck inside the right faceoff circle. She had to spin around to take the shot. So I found out if St. Mary's wins this, they play back here at Connery at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, this being Wednesday. Trying to walk in.
Nice job, man.
Kwok just got a piece of it and knocked it away. St. Mary's keeping it in. Passes, walking in. Takes the shot. Score! Hit the shot and went through the pads. That should be another unassisted. Parsons took it away. It's amazing. That first line of Norton, Victoria Swim, and Parsons. Norton's a junior. Swim and Parsons are 7th and 8th graders. Parsons getting the goal is a 7th grader. And all of a sudden it's 4-0. And it gets worse for Framingham as they wind up with a penalty and St. Mary's will have a power play. Norton, Swim, and Doucette out there for St. Mary's. Hinkle and Driscoll back at the blue line. Tip behind the net, Swim winds up with it. Still with it. Doucette almost broken up. Hinkle takes the shot. Walk had to make the save and hold on. Doucette made the nice pass back to her. Right at the top of the left face-off circle. Hinkle let it fly. Kwok had to make the save. .129 left on the power play. Swim, the 8th grader, looking for the draw. They leave it for Dinkle. Her shot blocked. Framingham will ice it. Driscoll starts it back, broken up, dumps it in the zone. Northern gets there first, winds up with the puck. Shot, missed the net. Tip, Kwok will grab it and hold on. She's going to be a very tired lady at the end of this game. She's been very busy. Jewel looking for the draw. Wins it. Toomey out to get it. Back. Denning keeps it in. Back to the point to Denning.
Nice job, Breeze!
Framingham picks it off. Blocked nicely.
Nice job, Breeze!
Hinkle carries it in. Toomey runs, is tipped out. Good hustle by Denning. She beat Patella to the puck. Shot. Kwok had to make the save. Framingham ices it. And the penalty was up, so that's icing against Framingham. Face-off will be to the left of Mackenzie Kwok. Chips out to center ice, and maybe he'll have to clear the zone. Not in the zone.
Nice job, Brooke!
Penny gets their first shot. Zico had to make the save. That's the best chance that Framingham has had. I think that was Brooke McDonald. Took the puck away at the side of the net, got the shot off. Zico had to make the save and hold on. Face-off will be to the right of Avery Zico in net for St. Mary's. They send it around. It goes all the way out. Doucette hustling, gets there first. Her shot. Zico had to make the save. It was at the side of the net, but Collins couldn't get a piece of it. St. Mary's trying to knock it back in. They knocked it off Collins.
Nice shot, buddy.
Out to center ice. Knocked in the zone by Trainer. Tipped out. St. Mary's picks it off. Dumps it back in. Icing against Framingham. Sophia Laprelle knocked it up, but she didn't get to the red line. Little over 5 minutes played in the second period. St. Mary's hustling out to a 4-0 lead. They got 3 in the first period. They added 1 here. Swim. Ganning checks, keeps it in. Off the stick. St. Mary's breaks it up, knocks it back in the zone. St. Mary's breaks it up again. Dump back in the zone. Framingham just can't get started. St. Mary's changing up. Norton in to check. St. Mary's breaks it up and takes it away. Standing back at the blue line, her shot blocked. That was Danny Scarell, got broken up. Collins battling for it, looking to walk in. Shot got tipped behind the net. Dinkle hustles and keeps it in. From behind the net. Circling. Slim takes the shot. Kwok had to make the save. Hit from behind the net, wound up between the 2 face-off circles. And Kwok had to make the save. And Mary's breaks it up. All it. Parsons knocks it out to center ice. St. Mary's with a break. They knock it in. They look to change up. Broken up. Collins dumps it in. St. Mary's throws it back in. They have to clear. We got a penalty coming up against St. Mary's. Halfway through the second period, 4-0 St. Mary's. Framingham will get another power play. We're going to call for hooking. Face off to the left of Seco. Dinkle winds up with the puck. Kept in by Framingham. St. Mary's takes it away and dumps it out. Push to the corner. Madeline Wheeler. Shot. It was going over the net and off the glass, but Chico reached up and picked it with her glove. Face-off will be to her left. 1:25 left on the power play. Swim will look for the draw for St. Mary's. Swim is an 8th grader. Picked off, looking for a break. Duchette looking to walk in. Walking in. Missed it. She wound up with the puck.
Nice shot, Madison!
She knocked it past the net, wound up with it. Duchette breaks it up again and gets taken down. Frank Pagluka saying, what about the penalty? Out to center ice. It was going wide. Seco made sure it went wide. Picked off in front of the net, and St. Mary's will clear it away. Nice job by Trainer. Toomey keeps it in. We got a penalty coming up. It's going to be against Framingham. So for 11 seconds, it'll be 4-on-4, and then St. Mary's will get a power play. Norton and Swim are out there with Dinkle and Driscoll. Fish off to the right of Kwok. Back to the point, Dinkle shot. Went wide. Walking in. Shot blocked. Swim couldn't get the shot off. She was in perfect position to get a shot, but she had her back to the net. Dinkle. St. Mary's has a man advantage. Swim holding on. Shot. Blocked. Bouchette shot. Blocked by the defense. Knocked at the blue line by Driscoll nicely. Swim kind of walk in, takes the shot. Block had to make the save. She left the rebound. But a great job by Adriana Galuzzo. Block made the save again. Framingham will clear it. She left the rebound again, but it got cleared away by the defense. Duchette with a rush over the line. She's going to walk in, takes the shot. Block had to make the save. St. Mary's keeps it alive. Shot. Blocked nicely by Brooke McDonald and cleared away. That's going to just about do it for the man advantage. Framingham will get their player back. Dinkle dumped it in, but she didn't get to the red line. So they'll bring the face-off back to the St. Mary's end. Just over 3 minutes left in the second period. St. Mary's has added a goal, and they've killed off another penalty. And St. Mary's leads it 4-0. Face-off to the left of Seco. She hasn't been very busy. She made a couple of saves, but that's about it. Everything else was just rolling in. Off the face-off, as I just get to say that, off the face-off, Framingham knocks it in. It laid there, and they just whacked it, and it went over the shoulder of Seco. So Framingham gets on the board. We got a couple of Framingham fans right next to us. Up, banging on the glass, happy. So they haven't been able to score on the power play. Frank Pagluca again saying, what about the penalty? St. Mary's taken down again. Shot right by the net. St. Mary's putting the pressure on. Norton trying to walk in. Shot. Puck is loose. Framingham couldn't clear it. Duchette keeps it in. Clark makes the save. Kept in. Shot. Bouncing puck. St. Mary's gets it again. Shot. Blocked. Tipped in the zone. St. Mary's dumps it out. It got blocked by Framingham. Tinkle with it. Broken up. Bodies go down again, still no call. Back to the blue line. The shot got blocked. Tinkle can't clear it. St. Mary's clears it. Gordon trying to walk in. Broken up by Galuzzo. Out in front. Framingham dumps it out. Driscoll tracks it down. Dumps it back in the zone. Parsons broke it up. Winds up with it behind the net. Trying to get it out in front. A break. Nice defense by Denny. Caused Levy to go way wide. Shot. Chico made the save. Chico falls on it, grabs it and holds on. And we got extracurricular activity behind the net. Hank Pagaluka pleading his case to the official. They called a penalty on St. Mary's for the extracurricular activity. I'm sure he's saying to the official now, we've been knocked down 3 or 4 times with no call. So Framingham has another power play. This is their 4th. They haven't made any work. I'm looking at the head coach, Framingham. I don't know if it's Diana Casey or Casey Diana. The name. I'm going to guess and say it's Diana Casey. The officials having a conversation. It looked like there were more than one involved in that extracurricular activity. But they called it on St. Mary's. And it looks like they gave him more than 2 minutes. Because they haven't put the penalty up on the board. The discussion was, where is the face-off going to be? And they're going to have the face-off at center ice, or outside the Framingham blue line. Dump in the zone. Driscoll will go get it. Send it around for Duchette. St. Mary's trying to clear it and can't. Two on one. Pass a little bit behind Norton. She would have walked in. Duchette takes it away. Bodies go down again with no call. Tinkle breaks up the play. Would have been offside. St. Mary's picks it off. Duchette for the break, takes the shot. They were changing up. Duchette put it on net. Clock made the save and the clock runs out. So after a 3-0 first period, we have a 1-1 second period. St. Mary's got on the board, made it 4-0. Framingham answered back. We'll find out who got the goals and let you know when we come back. But we have a period left in the state tournament opening round in Division 1. St. Mary's 4, Framingham 1. I'm back on time for a change. We're ready to start the third and final period with St. Mary's leading at 4-1. Parsons got the goal unassisted. Sophia LaPrell got the goal with assistant Natalie Peck for Framingham. So it's 4-1 with a period left in this Division 1 opening round state tournament game. Framingham lost it. They bumped into each other and they almost gave it away. Calling shot from right dead center out in front, a couple of feet got blocked. Framingham almost gave it away. Doucette carrying it in, still with it. Just got it knocked off her stick. Toomey's shot went wide. Driscoll keeps it in. Driscoll gets it back. Toomey dumps it in. Knocked off the stick of Patella. It rolled to the net. Chico grabbed it with Patella winding down. The penalty is up for St. Mary's. And the faceoff will be to the right of Chico in the St. Mary's end. Penny with it. Sends it around looking for Norden. Norden gets it out. Framingham picked it off. Parsons got broken up. Swim with a rush. Walking in, had it blocked. Loose out in front. Framingham just cleared it away. Chico will track it down. I don't know why that wasn't icing. Parsons dumps it in. St. Mary's will look to change up. It got tipped by St. Mary's, so it won't be icing. Trainer got a piece of it. Trainer winding up. Trainer took a hit and a half. Icing against Framingham. So unless lightning strikes here, St. Mary's is going to win this one, move on to Division 1, and what we've been told is St. Mary's will play here at 2 o'clock. We won't know who they play, depending on wins or loss. In the Framingham zone. Looking to skate it out. Broken up, has to start again. Dumps it out too far. St. Mary's dumps it back in. Framingham dumps it out. Icing against Framingham. Division 1 opening round state tournament. St. Mary's number 2, 17-3-2. Framingham number 31, ranked 8-7-5. As Dingle keeps it in. Framingham takes it out. Back checking Norton, takes it away. Just reached across and took it away. Pass picked off by Parsons. Norton carries it in. Broken up. Swim winds up with it. Circling. Broken up. Gets it back to Dinkle. Her shot. Looked like Norton got a piece of it, but the defense got a piece of Norton's stick and tipped it wide. Good bid by Dinkle from the blue line. Good effort by Norton out in front. Norton again, keeping it in. Blocking it, picked off out in front. By the defense. They throw it out. Icing was waved off. I'm not sure why icing was waved off. Back to the point. Block. Looking for a break. I think it was Levy. Actually, there was Emily Hudson who got back and broke up that what could have been a breakaway. Driscoll looking to walk in, circling the net, trying to drop it in front. Framingham skates it away. Dumped out. Out to center ice. Driscoll looking to knock it back in. Driscoll breaks up the play. Driscoll winds up with the puck, sends it around. Fitzgerald looking to dump it out. Markowitz knocks it out to center ice. Skips out to center ice. Collins brings it in. Shot. Glove save. Kwok. Little pop-up off the stick of Collins, who got the first goal of the night. Popped up, grabbed by Kwok and held on. Toomey will look for the draw for the Spartans. Back checking. Collins took it away. Shot. Collins. Might have gone wide, might have gone inside the near post. Kwok made sure she flashed her glove and made the save. I mentioned before, I'll mention again, she's been very busy in net. Strange night, 4 goals for St. Mary's, 3 of them unassisted. And I thought the 4th was unassisted too. Nice rush by Catella, but she got pushed behind the net by Schramer. Blocked, St. Mary's just skated out. Dinkle with a rush. Takes the shot. Kwok had to make the save and hold on. Big time rush by Kaylee Dinkle. She had a very good year for St. Mary's. We mentioned again, St. Mary's Catholic Central League champions. Congratulations to Frank Pagluca, his coaches and team. St. Mary's keeps it in. Framingham looking to skate it out, broken up, kept in the zone. Now it's knocked out to center right. Kenny looking to throw it in. He throws it off the leg of the referee. Driscoll deflected. St. Mary's changing up as we're halfway through and counting this third and final period. Tip broken up as they try to get it to Marshall. Kenny looking for Doucette. Kenny knocks it out to center right. Knocked back in by Emily Hudson. Kenny winds up with it again as Framingham changes up. Ball is broken up. We're going to get a penalty against Framingham. And Brooke McDonald knew it. As soon as the whistle was blown, she skated right to the penalty box. She knocked the St. Mary's skater down. They blew the whistle. She didn't even hesitate. She went right to the penalty box. So St. Mary's will have a power play. Swim looking for the draw. Driscoll blocked it. Knocked out. Pico broke it up. Doucette with a rush. Gets it over the line. Still with it behind the net. Gives it to Norden. Doucette winds up with it again. Look to get it to Dinkle. Knocked out to center right. Good draw by Levy. Levy again with a nice play. Norden left it behind. Walking in. Walk made the save off Swim. Norden with the drop pass to Victoria Swim. The 8th grader ripped it off. Walk made the save. Shot. Walk had to make the save off Toomey coming in from the blue line. St. Mary's takes it away. Toomey with it again. Shot. Blocked again. Kept in by St. Mary's. I think there's a penalty coming up against Framingham. Toomey with the shot, got blocked behind the net. Framingham touched it. Chico went to the bench. So for 33 seconds, St. Mary's going to have 5-on-3. Swim, Norden, and Doucette will be out there for the Spartans. Toomey will move back to the blue line with Dinkle. And now, I think we got a timeout. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Out of the timeout, the face-off will be to the right of Mackenzie Kwok. It's unusual with Framingham. They only have one goaltender. Usually teams have 2 or 3. St. Mary's wins the draw. 5-on-3 now for 30 seconds. Toomey, normally a forward, back at the point. St. Mary's trying to line up a good shot. Killing a lot of time. They've killed off most of the one penalty. Now it's going to be 5-on-4. They try to go back to it, got tipped wide. St. Mary's keeps it in. Shot, got deflected wide of the net off the shot by Toomey. Dinkle blocked. Doucette with it, back to Dinkle. Toomey with the shot. Score! It got tipped by Schwim off the shot from Toomey. Well, St. Mary's gets their 4-goal lead back. So we mentioned the first line of Norden, Parsons, and Victoria Schwim. Parsons has a goal, Schwim has a goal. Parsons is a 7th grader, Schwim is an 8th grader. What's going to happen if they stay around for 3 more years? They're outstanding now. Tip wide. They dump it out. It gets by. St. Mary's gets there first, but Framingham tips it away. Jewell takes it away, out in front. Couldn't get a shot on it. Fitzgerald got a tip, and I think it was Jewell out in front. It just, her stick got tipped as she was getting the shot off in point blank range. So Framingham's season is going to be coming to an end in 3 more minutes. They had a good one. They're going to wind up dead even for the season. 8-8 and 5 ties. St. Mary's going to pick up their 18th win. And to move on, they'll be back here Saturday at 2 o'clock. Trying to walk in, bodies go down as Doucette get tipped just as she was looking to get a shot off. This will be icing against Framingham. They'll bring it back. Maybe you got that 1 goal off the face-off. I think it was Peck that won the face-off. And Sophia Laprelle just stepped up and ripped it. The loose puck just blasted it, went over the shoulder of Chico. And that's basically all they've been able to do. And we got a penalty. Penalty, Driscoll's going to go to the penalty box for taking Brooke McDonald down. McDonald's only a freshman. They got a lot of those. We mentioned again Framingham with only 2 seniors. Frank Pagluca going to his bench. Puck is iced by Penny. Shot. It was going wide. Chico got a piece of it and knocked it over the net even further. Knocked wide again. Knocked out to center ice by Collins. Parsons dumps it out. Markowitz coming out as a penalty killer. Penny dumps it back. That was penalty. Driscoll just got on the ice for the first time as he gets hit with a penalty. Look at that. Threw it across, nobody home. Walked, tipped, walked again to the corner. A minute and counting left in the game. Can't dump it out. Framingham keeps it in. St. Mary's dumps it. It got kept in by Natalie Peck. Shot went wide. Shot again. Picked at the net by Markowitz as he dumps it out. St. Mary's will dump it again. Walk actually had to make a save as it bounced off boards to the net. Whistle. And we got a face-off. 1 second left on the penalty. 16 seconds left in the game before St. Mary's can officially celebrate. And they're going to move on. Whistle's back on the ice. That's going to do it. Well, St. Mary's got out there 3-0 lead in the first period. Added a goal to make it 4. Framingham got on the board to make it 4-1. St. Mary's got the 4-goal lead back with a goal in the third period. St. Mary's will go to 18-3-2. They'll celebrate the win. They'll be back here Saturday as they stay alive in the Division I state tournament. Framingham finishes a pretty good season. They're going to go 8-8-5 for the year. Sophia Laprelle got the goal with an assist from Natalie Peck. For St. Mary's, it was Collins unassisted, Kira Toomey unassisted, Norden from Toomey, Parsons unassisted, and then Victoria Swim with the assist going to Toomey. So Toomey got a goal and 2 assists. Norden got a goal, Collins got a goal. The 7th grader Parsons got a goal, the 8th grader Swim got a goal. As St. Mary's puts 5 on the board. The big first period jumping out to a 3-0 lead made it fairly easy. Framingham just couldn't get started. They had that one good shot. Seco had a fairly easy night in net. Kwok had to make a lot of big-time saves. She was very busy all night long in net for Framingham. So again, Framingham will go to 8-8-5. St. Mary's picks up their 18th win. They're going to get 3 losses and 2 ties. And the Lady Spartans of St. Mary's, Catholic Central League champions, will move 1 notch in the state tournament, and they'll play again here on Saturday afternoon. We believe it's 2 o'clock. We don't know who the opponent will be because they have to find out who wins tonight. So 5-1, a 3-goal first period gets it done. St. Mary's wins it 5-1 over Framingham. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.